Right, here we go. Back again. Back again. Alright? And today it is the Friday Fix. And I believe this is the 11th episode of the Friday Fix. And this is, of course, me, yours truly, covering different stories of interest that has happened this week, or throughout the week, if you like. And yeah, I'm sure everyone's seen this. This was the bomb. Well, I'm saying bomb or explosion. But yeah, let's face it. It was a fucking bomb, for sure. And you wouldn't have to be a explosive expert to work out that, yeah, this was indeed a fucking bomb. Now, there is a lot of videos going about, and there was one on this channel here and various other channels and outlets. And this was, Jeff Censored. This is who it was. And it's now removed, so I'm not too sure. But the video, it seemed to show some kind of missile being dropped into the fire. And then there was a big explosion. But how real that video is, I'm not totally sure. This is why I tend not to jump straight in and wait until at least the dust has settled, right? If you pardon the pun. But yeah, I believe that there is foul play at work in regards to this bomb. So we will keep a close eye on it and touch on it again throughout the week. But moving on from the bomb, I now want to touch on the current and continuous lockdowns. And it seems to be that we will never fully ever get out of fucking lockdown. If it's not in your city now, then hey, wait a couple of weeks and it will be your turn, right? And Nicola Sturgeon, this is the First Minister of Scotland, of course, right? Our hero, and I don't think I have no time for Nicola whatsoever, alright? And she is playing her part very well in implementing this tyranny that is upon us, right? And this article here is about a person that I've been to see who does talks, and his name is Robin McAlpine. Now, Robin, I have a lot of time for Robin, and Robin was a big fan, similar to me, of the SNP. Now, when I first went to see Robin, it was about 3 years ago, and at the time I did ask him a couple of questions at the end, because at the time I had lost all faith in the SNP, which is the Scottish National Party, and in politics in general. I had seen right through it. It's a fucking circus, right? It's nothing but a sham. It's a con. That's what politics is. And I asked Robin a couple of questions in regards to the SNP, and he never really said very much. But it now looks like that even Robin has seen through the SNP for what they are. And yeah, they're fucking criminals, that's for sure. And a lot of them need strung up, because it's let's face it, it's treason. What is happening now is treason upon the people, for sure. And as you can see, the article says, Nicola Sturgeon's SNP leadership branded utterly corrupt by Scottish Indie Ref campaigner. And that is, of course, like I said, Robin McAlpine. So yeah, well done, Robin, for finally seeing through the corrupt SNP, right? And if you think the SNP want independence, then you can think again, because Nicola is as part of the union than anybody else, even Boris, right? Nicola is a member of the Privy Council, and that says it all, alright? Now, we'll leave Nicola for now, But sticking with the lockdown, and I seen this on Facebook in regards to the Aberdeen lockdown, which is about 60 miles from where I stay in Elgin, here up in Elgin, in the northeast of bonnie Scotland, of course. It's fantastic up here, right? Unfortunately though, we have a criminal government, like everywhere else. But as you can see, this person says all this because of one selfish person. Right, sure, why not, right? But yeah, you can totally see how it's creating chaos and people turning on each other, left, right and centre, looking for, of course, someone to blame, right? But hey, they are barking up the wrong fucking tree, that is for sure. And sticking with lockdowns, and this is out today, 7th of August 2020, the year of deception. New study models ways of emerging from a pandemic lockdown. So yeah, ain't that great news? We have now computer modelling is going to help us. Hip hip hooray, right? Can't wait. This one 1 hour ago. Is Preston City Council preparing Preston for a local lockdown? Question mark. Well, I can answer that question right now. And the answer is yes, it is coming. And if it's not here with you now, then yeah, it will be soon. So yeah, look forward to that one, right? The Sun, who I detest, 6 hours ago. Preston set to be added to local lockdown list today, right? So they now have a list of places that are currently still in lockdown in the UK. 9 hours ago, Herald Scotland even, right, ruined it for the rest of us. Aberdeen Bar hits out at local pubs after Aberdeen goes back into lockdown. So again, the blame game, right? Looking for someone to blame, right? As always. 19 hours ago, BBC, police vow to act over Greater Manchester lockdown breaches. And this is common right across the world now, where the police are now turning the screw, right? 12 hours ago, BBC, Aberdeen lockdown, it feels never ending. And I wonder why that is. That is because it fucking is never ending, right? Great observation there. 1 day ago, Irish Post, Ireland needs tighter restrictions to avoid Melbourne-style second lockdown or second wave, right? And yeah, Melbourne in Australia at the moment is pretty bad, seemingly. France 24, 1 day ago, Melbourne enters Australia's toughest virus lockdown. And I have been hearing quite a lot about Melbourne in the last few days. And by the sounds of it, it ain't fucking good. And 3 days ago, BBC, Melbourne police assaulted and baited over lockdown rules. And I have heard stories as well about residents being physically removed from their cars if they are not stating why they are out, right? So yeah, it sounds like it could be pretty crazy over there. The Guardian 22 hours ago, lessons for Melbourne from Barcelona. Coronavirus lockdown is hard, but what? I wonder, right? But brings good things. Sure it does, right? The lockdown might be hard, but hey, don't worry. It brings good things, right? So forget about being depressed. Forget about the fucking suicides. It's good things. Sure, why not, right? And if you believe that, you fucking believe anything. I seen this one as well today. Victoria Police issue stern warning ahead of Melbourne anti-lockdown march. And yeah, I was glad to hear of this, of people making a stand against it. Fucking right. And if I was in Melbourne, I would be on that march as well with the rest of them. Fucking right I would. I did see this one as well, 4 days ago. The Sydney Morning Herald. State of disaster. Many businesses won't survive Melbourne's extreme lockdown. Shock, horror, right? And today, it might be Melbourne. But yeah, tomorrow, it will be fucking you, right? So together, we need to unite globally to really put an end to this tyranny, right? Because yeah, like I said, it might be Melbourne today, but tomorrow it could be you, and most likely will be you, right? So yeah, a lot going on in Melbourne at the moment, and I believe that I have a few subscribers from Melbourne. So yeah, let me know what's happening, and let us know, keep us updated in terms of the situation, because we cannot trust the media one fucking bit. Alright? And we'll move on from lockdowns for the moment, but hey, we will get back to that as well. And just briefly, in terms of other news this week, Zuckerberg, another hero, he has now became a centi-billionaire and is worth now over $100 billion, right? More money than anyone would ever need, right? It's crazy the amount of money that these multi-billionaires have. And if you ask me, it just should not be. I've got no problem with people making money, but hey, the amount of money that these people have, like Zuckerberg, is more than anyone will ever need, right? And it's crazy, really. But hey, again, this is where we are. This is 2020, of course. And in other news, I seen this one day ago. Scientists create brightest known materials in existence. Wow! And it's a major breakthrough with fluorescence. So yeah, look forward to being blinded by more fucking fluorescent lights, right? Hip hip hooray! And this is coming out of the US. As you can see, BBC 6 hours ago. TikTok threatens legal action against Trump US ban. And yeah, it looks like the US, or Trump even, is going to ban TikTok from the United States. So yeah, TikTok, of course, being a Chinese company. So yeah, there'll be war yet, I'd imagine, right? One day ago, Sky News. White artificial intelligence risks exacerbating racial inequality, study suggests. Right, so yeah, it looks like it's not just humans who can be racist. It looks like AI might be a bit of a monster. What a surprise, right? This is one day ago. 10 hours ago. Again in that scumbag of a rag, The Sun. And this is about the beaches in the UK where people are being told to stay away. Don't dare go to the beach in the summer. Whatever you do, stay in your house. Don't go out. COVID, right? And this is BBC 11 hours ago. Cameron Diaz found peace by quitting acting, right? What a surprise that is. Now, you'd think being in Hollywood, a big celebrity, and having all that money, life would be great. But she's only found peace by quitting Hollywood. Now, I wonder why that would be, right, with Hollywood being so great. Sure. Now, I seen this today. This gave me a laugh. And I thought it was Bill Gates' husband or wife, but it's not. But it says, The Matrix is a trans metaphor, Lily Wachowski says. And yeah, Lily is saying that The Matrix is basically like a transgender, right? That's what life as a transgender is like. So, whatever you thought The Matrix was about, you're wrong, right? It's about being transgender. Okay? Good. And now I want to touch on our hero, Bill Gates, right? Like I said yesterday, Billy has had a very, very busy week. He's been hard at it this week, making his pounds or his dollars, if you like. And this is from the Wall Street Journal. Gates Foundation teams up with vaccine maker to produce $3 COVID-19 shots. Right, so it ain't gonna be free. And yeah, someone is gonna make a fucking killing, pardon the pun. This one from Wired. Bill Gates on COVID. Most US tests are completely garbage. Or rubbish, if you like. And yeah, I suppose we should all buy Bill Gates' tests, right? So yeah, thank God Billy is here to keep us right. But hey, if the tests are completely garbage, then why the fuck are we going back into lockdown because of them? Because of the rise in positive cases, right? Is that garbage as well, Billy? Or is it really the fact that the whole fucking lot is garbage, Billy boy, right? And this is from the Examiner, 23 hours ago. Bill Gates warns pain of coronavirus is preview for damage that climate change will bring. Wow, right? And yeah, this won't come as a surprise, I'm sure. We will touch on this, but not in that article, but another one, and it is from Gates Notes. Wow, so Billy Gates has his own outlet, right? As you can see, this is my personal blog, where I share about the people I meet, the books I'm reading, and what I'm learning. I hope that you'll join the circus, right? It must be circus, surely. But yeah, Billy Gates has his own wee personal blog. So yeah, it's about the people he meets and the books he reads and what he's learning. So it's not going to be about pain or climate change or COVID, right? Well, yeah, it fucking is. What a surprise. And this is the article here. As you can see, COVID-19 is awful. Sure, climate change would be worse. Damn straight. Of course, why not, right? And as you can see the photo there, I'll bring it up a bitty. But yeah, I mean, what a really strange photo to have along with this article. I mean, what even is it? Alright, I could understand the factory in the background, but why the blurry red sort of mist and the 5G fucking mast? What is the script there, right? And we'll touch on it a bitty. It says, a global crisis has shocked the world. It is causing a tragic number of deaths, making people afraid to leave home and leading to economic hardship not seen in many generations. Its effects are rippling across the world. So, I wonder what he could be talking about, right? And it says, obviously, I'm talking about COVID-19. Ah, I see. I did wonder. But in just a few decades, the same description will fit another global crisis, climate change. Sure, as awful as this pandemic is, climate change could be worse. Right, sure, Billy, why not, right? But of course, Bill Gates, pushing the vaccine, pushing the climate agenda, he's got all the answers, right? He wants to block out the sun. So yeah, he's got the answer to the problem, sure. And he's quoted saying, what's remarkable is not how much emissions will go down because of the pandemic, but how little, right? So nothing is good enough for Bill Gates. And like I said before, every time it's an article about Bill Gates, he's always got good news for us, right? And it then says, now let's treat the shutdown caused by COVID-19 as if it were a carbon reduction strategy. Now remember that one. Has closing off major parts of the economy avoided emissions at anything close to $100 per tonne? And he says no, so it's not good enough for Billy Gates, right? He's then quoted saying, I won't read all of this article because he really does fucking kick the arse out of it, but I will link it in. He's quoted saying, to understand the kind of damage that climate change will inflict, look at COVID-19 and spread the pain over a much longer period. Hip, hip, hooray. Right? So it sounds horrific. But of course, our hero Bill Gates, he's got all the answers. And we have touched on it before. But yeah, our pal Billy is going to block out the sun. Happy days, right? I mean, it's not like we need it, sure. Although, in Scotland, we don't see it very often. But hey, you certainly fucking need it. That is for sure. Life as we know it will no longer exist without the sun. Right? So yeah, let's keep it and not block it out. Anyway, that is it for this week's Friday Fix. I believe it is the 11th episode. Happy days. And I did ask yesterday if you wanted the Dan Previously Thought Syndrome to continue. And yeah, a lot of you do want it to continue, the same as myself. So yeah, happy days. It will continue. So the Dan Previously Thought Syndrome will be back next week. And I will actually be back tomorrow with a vaccine update. So yeah, look out for that one. And that is about it. Bye-bye.